Alrighty, make sure I'm streaming out here. Every once in a while we have some antics on the repeater. Today has been one of those days. Oh yeah, we're streaming. And hello Nessie, what's going on? Good to see you in the stream. So anyway, we're about to run our local net here, community net, or the Omark Wellness Net, I guess it's technically called. And I think K2GLV is going to run it today. So I've just got an informal logbook here myself, just in case. And this is what, 3/21 today, I think. 3/21. Well, at least here in the U.S. it's 3/21. You guys are probably already on the 22nd in Australia, huh, Nessie? You guys are always a day ahead of us. Slow down already. Interesting, as soon as I brought the stream up, the radio went quiet. Here we go, I think.
This is K2JLV, starting up the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In for Saturday, March 21st. This is a sort of a check-in net, not quite very formal, but for people can check in, say how they're doing with this COVID virus situation we're dealing with right now. People can request help if they need something done, or we're working towards that anyways, but for right now people can share news about anything related to this particular topic. So I'm just going to go ahead and allow check-ins, and we'll do a sort of little informal thing here and see how things go. This is K2JLV. Go ahead and any check-ins.
KD2IN.
K2, you and I. This is Chief. KD2 RFI.
C2UQ.
KD2KJU.
Hey, Jed, I haven't heard from him in forever.
KD2QE.
We gotta run that call sign.
Alright, the last check-in there, that was KD2 Kilo Bravo Bravo Kilo Victor Victor. Please give me what you got there. Alright, last station that called in, I could not make out exactly what your call sign was. It was KD2K, and then it was either BV, VB, or BB, something along those lines.
Rechecking Kilo Delta 2 Kilo Bravo Victor. Copy?
I copy. Very good. Thank you very much. Any further check-ins?
KD2QQV.
got you done. No problem. Any further check-ins?
Look up.
All right, very well. Nothing heard. Additional. We'll give another for check-ins a little bit later. So we're going to start off with the list here. People, people who've checked in, you can go ahead and have disseminate any news about the situation we're dealing with right now. Let us know how you're doing, things like that. We sort of have a very generic flow for this particular net right now, so hopefully we'll be able to nail it down to something a little bit more directed. Not super directed, but enough so that there's a good flow. So let's start with KD2IN. Go ahead, CJ. You're first from K2JLV.
Alright, this is KD2IN. I don't really have a whole lot to report. I haven't been out to the stores at all today, but I know yesterday the shelves were empty of a lot of basic stuff like sugar, pasta, sauce, meats, paper products, tuna, that sort of thing. I understand they have been restocking throughout the week, and they just keep getting wiped out. I imagine supply will catch up eventually, but other than that, I don't really have a whole lot to report. I guess everyone is aware that we're going into a non-essential work lockdown as of noontime tomorrow. That's Sunday the 22nd. And I guess that's my 2 cents, and I'll put it back to Net Control, KD2IIN.
Very good, CJ. I have not been out to the stores yet today myself, so I will be interested to hear how they're doing along with their stock. After the announcement yesterday from the governor, I'm sure there was another concerned situation there. Let's go ahead and keep moving along here to K2UNI. Go ahead, Keith, from K2JLV.
Hello, Dave. Thanks for running the net. Hello to everybody on it. Not much new to report from us either. There's just the two of us in the house. We've been staring at each other for a week. I work from home anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. I'm not going to be able to work, but on the other hand, I can almost forget things are going on, except I can't go anywhere after work. That's starting to get a little annoying. My son in Manhattan has not been tested, but it's obvious that he has the virus, and he's been on his back for a week. There's really no let-up. We're worried about him, but we really can't go down and see him because we're elderly. And even if we did, there's really no treatment. Whether you're tested or not, it's the same thing. Lay down, take plenty of fluids, and wait. So that's where we are with him. Haven't been to the stores, so I don't know much about that. I will say that listening to Mayor de Blasio blather on every day really has me scared that the place where my son lives is not being run by a grown-up. But other than that, nothing else to report. K2UNI.
Keith is our Aries Races coordinator for this.
Very good, Keith. Well, I hope your son recovers quickly, and I'm sorry that you can't be with him, but may be the best thing as long as he's in no major danger. Hopefully he'll get through it quickly. As far as the de Blasio, we'll just go ahead and skip over that one for now. Don't want to get too deep into political commentary on this particular net. It's not what it's for. All right, let's go ahead and move along here. KD2RFI. As I get through people here that I don't actually have first names for, I will ask, just so I can address you directly. I want to say it's Bob. I could be wrong. Give me your first name first, sir, and then we'll continue on.
At KD2RFI, you're correct. It is Bob.
I thought so. Okay, Bob, go ahead. This is K2JLV. Anything to report? Hopefully you're doing well up there, and let us know what's going on.
All right. Keith, first of all, I'm very sorry to hear about your son. Prayers are with him. Hopefully he gets well soon. I will jump on the bandwagon about de Blasio. It's not being run by an adult. It's being run by a politician. So, anyway, enough said there. I did venture out today at the stores, and the Walmart in Catskills was fairly well stocked. Not a huge selection of meats. As long as you're not a picky eater, you do all right. Milk,
bread and eggs was all in stock. Not plentiful, but I was there about 1 o'clock to midday during the peak of everyone coming out, it seemed like, and they seem to be holding their own for the most part. I probably won't go out the rest of the week. I took inventory of my house, and if I have to fix myself on the lean side, I'm good for about 2 months. I didn't even think about toilet paper, but I really don't care about that. There are no paper products out there right now. They're getting wiped out altogether up at this end as well. Other than that, I'm holding my own up here, doing pretty good. The chickens are still laying, so I should be able to eat forever. Just hiding down in my hole. Unfortunately, I am essential staff, and I will be back at work Monday through Friday, so it is what it is. So, not a big deal. If anybody needs anything on this side of Ulster County or Greene County, just give a shout out. I'm up around this area. KD2 RF5 back net control. Alrighty, Bob, very good. Thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that the stores aren't completely decimated, and of course there's always something in there to eat, as long as you're not, like you say, too picky. Please be safe being out there, and thank you very much for the offer of being able to be available to help somebody if they need it. Let's move on to Paul, AC2UQ from New Paltz. This is K2JLV Net Control. Well, yeah, we'll call it Net Control for now. Go ahead, Paul.
Or facilitator. You're doing a great job. Thank you, sir. This is AC2UQ in New Paltz. K2JLV, Dave, thanks so much for kind of getting us together like this. I just want to say, first of all, Keith, I'm so sorry to hear about your boy, but I am hearing just wonderful stories of a hard week or two from various ages. We have contacts in the West Coast in San Francisco, Denver, here in New York, and of course I have friends all over on HF. So wishing you all the best. Number two, I just wanted to say that I've told KD2LHX that I can do some pharmacy runs in New Paltz, and early morning 7 to 7:30 runs, particularly to ShopRite, where they have a senior reservation hour. I went in this morning to shop for two other neighbors and ourselves. I would say basically full shelves in ShopRite, Tops, and then went to Tops and then went down to Hannaford in Modena, all within 3 miles of the house, just to check and talk. I know all the staff down those places, so that's it. I'll drop. Dave, I just wanted to say one other thing, that I've been keeping a list of emergency food pantries and a little guide for determining whether your particular business you want to shop at is open, the websites, the information for friends and neighbors. We're pretty well informed as hams, so just talking over the fence, stopping the car on the road when somebody's walking, ask a question. I have a little packet, and I always give credit to my ham radio friends for keeping me informed. Over to you. Thanks a lot for doing this. Bye-bye.
Very good, Paul, and thank you for the report. I'm glad you guys are still maintaining down there, and I hope you're doing well with it. All right, let's move along to Jed, KD2KJU. Thanks for checking in. This is K2JLV. How are things over there near Woodstock?
Uh-oh, we lost Jed.
KD2KJU. Dave, thanks for running the net. Hurley Ridge seems to, or Hannaford now, on 375, seems to be doing pretty well with everything being stocked up there. I haven't seen too many things that I wanted and wasn't there. I also went to CVS to pick up prescriptions for someone today, and pretty much everything in there seems to be normal except for social distancing pieces of tape on the floor, which, to be honest, I would prefer it to be that way anyways. So much out of the ordinary now. After the initial thing, it was pretty bad, but it seems to be getting better. But, you know, don't take everything, but, you know, kind of get what you need, I would say. Back to net, KD2, KJU.
This is K2JLV for the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In.
It's on the 2 message.
Okay, thank you, Jed, very much. Appreciate it. And thank you for the report on things over there, well, in Hurley, I guess. Let's go ahead and move down the list. Next is KD2MQE, David, down in New Paltz as well. How are you doing, and anything to report? Go ahead from K2JLV.
Hey, KD2MQE, good to hear all of you.
Yeah, it's
great
getting
to
there,
be doing this. I think we didn't do stores today. The last store report I have is
Millimeter at a time.
Adams and Kingston last night, and they were pretty well stocked at that time. That was about 7:30 at night, and except maybe bread was a little spotty, and you couldn't get a whole chicken, but everything else was in pretty good shape. Today we didn't do any stores, but we did go to Minnewaska to see how that was, because it's free these days. Let me drop for a sec.
See you later, Nessie. Thanks for stopping by.
It's a little crowded there, and we were not finding people keeping their 6 foot in general. I mean, you could tell some people were paying attention to that, but most people were not. It was a little annoying. And that's it. We've otherwise just been in the house, and I'm working from home next week, and did last week, and you know that gets to you, but at least we're working. That's it from me. Back to Nat, KUMQE.
All right, very good, David. Thank you for the report. I'm glad you're doing well there. I'm glad you've got the ability to work from home. That's going to come in quite handy in the next couple of weeks and possibly next month or so. Hopefully it won't last much longer than that. Let's go ahead and keep moving down the list. KD2QQV. Go ahead, Don, from K2JLV, Net Control.
KD2QQV, thank you there, K2JLV there, Dave. Well, I've been taking heed of what I've been hearing to the governor, you know, and all work is going to be, only essential work can be done, I guess starting Monday. I heard that. I feel okay myself. Thank God I don't feel sick or anything. What else? I've been staying inside. Haven't been going out as much as I used to go out. But I still go out, you know. But they're getting more and more stricter on that too. Like, you know, they want everybody to just like be, you know, like be home or something for 2 weeks, whether you're sick or not, you know. So I'm kind of heeding to that too. All right, that's all I'm going to say for now. Back over to the net. KD2QQB. Clear.
Alrighty, Don, very good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, and hope you continue to do so. Alright, last on the list for this first run here is KD2KBV. I believe I've talked to you before, sir, but I don't have your name. Could you just give that to me before we go ahead?
James.
Absolutely. This is KB2KBV, first name Jim. Just wanted to say everything is well here. Just to note that I work for the college and that things are kind of dicey. Ulster County Community College, but we're shut down. Doing kind of basically a 3-day shift during the week, so we're kind of closed down, and we're, you know, probably at this point not going to have a graduation, but never know what's going to happen in the future. Everything else is okay. Out in the stores today, my wife was, everything's restocked pretty good, so I'm hunkering down, building my models, and we'll see what happens. Back to net.
All right, very good, Jim. Thank you very much for checking in. And we are going to try to do this net every night around 6:30, so that people can check in and report on what's going on in their neck of the woods. And if anybody needs any specific help, hopefully we'll be able to do that as we continue to amass volunteers for that. All right, so I'm going to give a chance for additional check-ins, and then we'll go ahead and see where we go from there. This is K2JLV. Anybody else like to check in to the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In?
KG2QAK. 2RWI.
W2NDG.
KD2RYD.
Wow.
All right, very well. We have KD2QAK, K2RWI, W2NDG, KD2RYD. Anybody I missed, or anybody else who would like to check in, please go ahead. This is K2JLV. All right, very good. Nothing further heard. Go ahead. We'll start with KD2QAK. Go ahead, Bob. Anything to report, and additional, how are you and your wife doing over there from K2JLD?
We're doing fine over here, Dave. I went over and we went to Stewart's and got some milk, and I went over to a liquor store and got a refill on my red wine that I had with dinner. And I heard a comment as I turned the radio on that somebody was over in Minnewaska and people were congregating and not observing some of them. And they will get theirs. They're the ones that are going to get sick. So, anybody paying, take care of yourself and be very careful. When I went to the liquor store today, I usually pay them cash. I use my credit card. I would not let the clerk touch my credit card. And he was a little bent out of shape. I said, look, I'm a medical professional and I know what to do. So don't touch my credit card. And he said, well, really, by law, we have to take it out of the thing. But this ugly rascal that's keeping us in our houses doesn't obey the law. So, anyway, be very, very careful when you go out in public and use all the precautions. I can't emphasize this enough because that's the only way we're going to keep this thing down. And just remember, you're doing it for your own protection first. Secondly, you're doing it to prevent the spread of the virus. Back to you, Dave.
All right, very good, Bob. Well, absolutely. Good recommendations, and yeah, absolutely. Try to keep your distances and always maintain some sort of backup for cleaning up your things that other people may have to take possession of for short periods of time, like your credit card there. Might be a good idea to keep some handy wipes or something available. But there's other options. Let's continue to move. This is K2JLV for the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In. Next on the list is K2RWI. Go ahead, Ethan.
K2RWI, not too much going on here in Lincoln Train. Haven't been out today really much at all. So we've got enough stuff here. We're pretty stocked well. Hope everyone else is doing all right and is staying safe. And hope everyone else also is sane and has toilet paper.
Very good. Well, there are options there. Thank you for checking in, Ethan. I'm glad things are going all right in Lake Katrine. Let's go down the list here. W2NDG. Go ahead, Neil, from K2JLV.
Good evening. I thought I checked in with the first batch, but someone must have stepped on me. I have this thing on low power.
I thought that was him
just
before.
for regular conversation, so it'd be pretty
easy for someone to get over me. End of an interesting week. Some of you have heard, but I was involved in the shutdown of the Sloan Kettering Research Institute. So the entire research part of the cancer hospital shut down Thursday at 5 p.m. So we were prepping for that all week up to that point. And I'm probably pretty much home at this point. So some observations out there. Some of the things you might not be finding in the regular stores if you do need to venture out or need to have somebody else venture out. I found a couple of things at places like Dollar Tree that you wouldn't think of normally buying there, like flour. We couldn't find flour in any of the stores. They had little 2-pound size flours. They had shelf-stable milk, things like that. So it's another place to look. The market on Main Street here in Poughkeepsie, Market Fresh, always seems to be rather well stocked. It's another nice place to consider if you're in the area. So, and I hear about the distancing. A friend of mine suggested maybe getting a little label and put on the back of your jacket or your pants that says, if you could read this, you're too close. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll be keeping the repeater on most of the day and going to try to stay indoors for a couple of weeks. I've been kind of overexposed the last week or two. So we'll see if we can stay out of any public place, at least for a little while. But once, if I seem like I'm doing okay, then I may start venturing out once in a while and be available to help here and there where I can. So that's all. Back to net, W2NBG.
All right, very good, Neil. It's good to hear from you, and I'm glad you're going to be doing okay, and things are so far good. Yeah. Hopefully things will continue that way for you. And thank you for the tips on alternative locations for supplies. That's a good one right there. Very good. Next on the list, KV2RYD. Go ahead, Kate, from the Mountain Stronghold, as I recall. This is K2JLV.
Yeah, this is KV2RYD. Yeah, it's my mountain land. So, yeah, I'm pretty much staying in. I have all my supplies for a long while. It's just, going trying to avoid people. When I speak to my colleagues in the UK, quite a few of them, they're sending me photos of the stores, and the stores are totally empty. So most of the photos show 100% empty shelves. It's kind of quite scary, and I feel quite bad for them. But it seems that, we're not having that sort of situation here, which is great.
Kate, I'm going to take that as the end of your transmission. You were kind of fading in and out a little bit. It was hard to tell when you were done. All right, let's go ahead and ask and see if there's any further check-ins, and then we'll go ahead and, well, I don't know what we're going to do yet. We'll figure it out. Any further check-ins? This is K2JLV for the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In.
K2BHM.
All right, we recognize K2BHM. Hello, Jim. Any further check-ins? Alrighty, nothing further heard. Let's go ahead and let Jim go ahead and give his report from his location, and then we'll go from there. Go ahead, K2BHM from K2JLD.
Yeah, K2BHM, not much to report here, just hunkering down and staying away from things. My wife had to go to work today. She's a radiology nurse, and they needed her for a shift, so she's still working. But luckily, we're still healthy and not showing any signs.
Alrighty, very good. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're both doing well. I know she was working as a nurse, and that's certainly high risk right now. So hopefully that will continue to be smooth sailing there. with the list completed so far, I'm going to go ahead and just ask and see if anybody has any needs that they could need help with, things that are we could possibly help out, and that's I guess the point of this whole net. So anybody who is needing anything, please throw your call sign at me, and we'll try to hook you up with somebody. This is K2JLV. Go ahead.
Awesome, Stacy, Jody, thanks for coming in. Glad to see you're lurking.
Very well, nothing heard. I'm glad everybody's doing all right, and there's no immediate needs right now. We will continue to run this net every night at around 6:30. Hopefully we'll have enough volunteers and get it coordinated properly soon. And if anybody has any needs or think their neighbors might have any needs, definitely check in on them, see how they're doing. I know Paul's already on that, and it sounded like Jed and CJ, I believe, are already on that as well. So keep in mind of your neighbors, and hopefully we'll all be able to help each other get through this. With that, I'm going to close this net out for tonight, and anybody who checked in is welcome to continue to use and discuss as they will, but the official part will be closed out. So for the Mid-Hudson Wellness Check-In, I guess we're going to close it at this point and return the repeater to regular amateur use. Thank you very much. This is K2JLV saying 7-3.
Doink! Thanks, Dave, for running the Mid-Hudson Wellness Net. And wow, we got a bunch of stations in tonight, 14 total stations.
Thanks, Dave. That was great.
Appreciate it, K2JLV. Have a great evening. AC2UQ, clear listening.
Alright guys, well, here for you guys, it's here for everybody. So I'm just going to run it, when I run it, I'll run it high and tight, let people check in, but I'm not going to make a huge conversation thing out of it. If you guys want to conversate afterwards, that's perfectly good. I like that idea as well. But for the official part, we just need to check in, say hello, give reports, and see if anybody needs anything. But that's just the way I see it. Anyways, I'm going to head on out of here. I got things I got to do. This is K2JLV saying 7-3 all.
Let's do this. Seven threes, Dave. Yeah, I like that very business-oriented method. We can get through all the check-ins and get the information out quickly. Fantastic. I'm going to jump out of here as well. Great to hear all you stations there. Jed, I haven't heard you on forever. Great to hear you on as well, along with everybody else that I haven't talked to in forever. So good to hear you all, and I'm going to jump out also. 7 3s, KD2IIN, will be clear. Well, that was interesting. Bunch of good station check-ins.
D2MQE, this is AC2UQ.
Alright,
I was going to try and catch any post-conversation.
2QAK. Great job, Dave. And I will have my ears up for probably most of the evening.
Looks like it's basically done for the night. So that's that. Hope you found this interesting or informative.
QUQ, 52 and 3.
Oh,
AC2UQ?
Did you call me?
Yeah. Do you hear me now? Hey, Dave, your signal is better. I wasn't paying attention. You can't fix that with an antenna or radio. I just wanted to say that tonight I've got you loud and clear over here, so I don't know if you changed antennas or something, but it's a good signal.
Much better, yeah.
Sorry that you had that disappointing experience, but Marlene and I were actually thinking of going up to exactly up there. We go there frequently. We opted for a little walk on the rail trail, but I think it'll settle down. But good advice, thanks, good heads up. Have a great evening, David. AC2UQ, be clear on your final.
Thanks, Paul. Have a good night. 82 MQE clear.
All right, I'm going to officially put the ribbons on this. Thank you all for I can't talk. Thanks everyone for who came in. Jody, Stacy, Nessie. Appreciate the support. When this gets done processing, of course, I'll post this as a video you can watch later. And we'll be doing this every night at 6:30 p.m. I will try and catch it. You know, it'll kind of give you some insight into the amateur radio community and also into what's going on in the Hudson Valley region. We had stations check in today from everywhere, from Red Hook, Milan, Kingston, Saugerties, Woodstock, New Paltz, I think one from Rhinebeck, Lake Katrine. So we cover the northern part of the Hudson Valley pretty well with this repeater, and it gives us sort of an idea of what's going on around the valley, resource-wise and otherwise. So it's another great way to be able to check in. And it does not require internet, so if internet goes down, we can still do it. Alright, I think that's everything for now. I thank you all for watching. Thanks for watching the Pharmacy Seeds Network, and we'll probably see you tomorrow night. Thanks, guys. Take it easy, Stacy, Jody, and I know Nessie's already out. Have a good night. I'll talk to you guys later.